Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, or whatever it is, wherever you are. This is the Old Farts channel once again with another of our vlogs. This is hi from Derek.
Hiya.
And hi from me. On this vlog we thought we'd do something a little bit different this time round, and we're gonna cover 10 things to do before I die. So, you know, we've got plenty of time, so all these things are achievable.
Excuse me?
Well, we'd like to think they were. Yeah, it certainly would, especially my first one.
Go on, fill your boots.
One thing I've got to do before I die is to shag Taylor Swift.
Oh. The only thing with that is, she's 5'10".
I'm 5'10".
And then she puts 4 or 5 inch heels on, so she would tower over you.
I wouldn't have to go down so far, would I? Eh?
Oi, oi. Right, well, I'm going to be, how can I say, more realistic? I still fancy Marie Helven, the Hawaiian model. I think she's gorgeous still.
You've got as much chance of shagging her as I've got of shagging Taylor Swift. Eh? Oh.
Is the right answer.
Derek, cheers to that, by the way. We are actually imbibing on this one. We've had a very, very hard week.
Only week-old Fosters though, so it's not
it would be if Taylor Swift was here.
Yes. Right, come on in. That's number one.
Well, once I've achieved that,
yes,
I really fancy going on a 6-month world cruise, Derek.
I tell you what, after shagging Taylor Swift, you'll need a 6-month holiday.
I probably would. Oh dear. Maybe if she liked it so much, she'd come with me. It takes 6 months off work, you know. In fact, she could even pay for it.
Yes, well, I've every sympathy with you here. You know, it's just like, I mean, you know, I just wish I could help you achieve your aims.
Okay. Right. What about you then, Derek? What would you?
Do you know, a friend of mine did a tour of the South Pacific Islands on a tall ship, and I thought at the time I thought, you bitch.
That's lovely. That is. It'd have to be tall for you, though, wouldn't it? You're 6'5".
I just
you can get away with
thought at the time,
else.
what a fantastic flipping holiday, and I was so jealous. I hated her, but never mind.
Do you know one thing I really hate, folks? Is people that leave their mobile phones on. He's deaf as a post. You might want to know why I always sit in the same position when we're doing our vlogs. And the reason is not because this is my better side or whatever. It's just that
there is no better side, I can assure you.
He's stone deaf in his right ear.
Yes.
So I mean, we go out and we go there, and he always makes sure that I sit on their side, unless he doesn't want to hear from me. And then he'll swap sides. And I'll be waffling away and he won't hear. No, talking about waffle, we've got a lot to get through. I've already taken, yes, right on.
All right.
Okay, right, what else would I like to do? I'd like to do a naked skydive. Really?
Fancy you going out of the plane with a wobbly,
with a bit dangling. Well, it's just, I actually think the feeling of the air
when you're young,
blowing on your bits.
When you're young, it's all right with this sort of thing, but I can say, wow, just the thought just appalls me. But anyway,
well, I wouldn't be taking you.
Conversely, I fancy doing a bungee jump with some clothes on. Thank you very much.
Ah, that's boring.
And I tell you what, I've seen it because my baby brother did it. He did bungee jump in New Zealand off this place, and the whole thing looked fantastic. And I just I thought, oh, I do fancy that. I'll do that before I hop on the tall ship to go around the Pacific Islands.
So yeah, really, because you see the thing at the end of the day, I think that would be actually brilliant. Really would be good, wouldn't it?
Yes.
Because I think if I do the naked skydive, I could get that sponsored and I could become a millionaire, which is the next thing that I want to do before I die.
But you know, the realism in our choices of bucket list jobs, I think, is fantastic. We're not being unreasonable at all. I want to win the lottery.
So. Well, you can do, but you know, I mean, I win it week after week, but I only get £3.80.
I don't even win that. I think I had £18 once. But anyway.
Oh dear. Yeah, no, that would be quite nice. Yeah,
right.
I think so. Because you could do anything you really wanted to, couldn't you? If you had that much money, you know, that would be wonderful. I don't know whether you'd be happy, but yeah. Actually, moving on. I think one of the other things I like to do is I get so fed up with with certain people monopolising our television screens these days. So I want to replace Simon Cowell on the X Factor and on Britain's Got Talent, and I would like to have a lion's share of Psycho, his company, because he produces most of the things that go on TV. So yeah, that's it.
You wouldn't need to win the lottery if you did that, but anyway. Yes.
Oh, I don't know, a few extra quid would come in handy, wouldn't it?
I'm going to start getting a bit more realistic now. Something I always fancied doing would be to live on a houseboat up in Chelsea Reach. I think,
really?
Yeah, there's only one sort of downside to it. You've got them fucking disco boats going past you all night, but...
Oh, I don't, plenty of young totty on them. That's
yeah.
one thing. That
But
would be
still,
one thing. You'd
I just got this thing. I just fancy living on the Thames, having a little motorboat to whiz about.
You've got as much chance of that as you've got more chance, actually. In fact, living in a rowing boat on the Solent, I think.
All right.
With your rucksack and your bag and your little tent pitched up on it. Yeah. I don't know.
Right. So what's next
So
on the list?
well, I don't know. I mean, I like nice cars.
Yep.
But I want to be a little bit realistic with this because unless I become a millionaire and get Simon Cowell company, but I would love to have one of the new BMW 8i's. I love that. I've got an old compact, and I'd really would like to get a brand new.
I can't even remember what
8i.
they look like.
It's the new Sportster, the new two-door sports job.
Okay.
It's really it's a real beautiful
Well,
car.
I love Beamers and all that, and they're great for driving it. I just fancy something just a tiny bit different. So I fancy a McLaren P1. They're only about £1 million, aren't they? Something like that.
Well, you'd have to win the lottery for that, wouldn't you?
Yes, I would.
Yeah.
Either that or
You'd have to live on a bloody houseboat. You couldn't afford to live in the house and pay all
Excuse
that.
me, I've got a mate who's taking on Simon Cowell's. I'll just borrow a few quid off him.
Oh, okay, fair. Yeah, that's it. Well, no problem. I'll just write you a cheque, Derek. Who'd you make it want it made out to? Oh dear. Yeah. Well, that's it. And you see, now if I can't get into Simon Cowell's place then on the X Factor as a judge or whatever, I think really what I would like to do is to have a #1 hit record. I think I'd speak to will.i.am and see if he'll produce me, and I'll do a new version of Oh Laurie.
Lots of things pop into my head here about
mix it up with Happy.
about will.i.am producing you. I just can't even be bothered. Anyway, whatever.
You don't think that would work out?
All right, okay. I like will.i.am, and he's a great guy, etc., etc. Bit weird, but whatever.
Okay.
I've got a little bucket list, which actually I'm doing next year, with or without you.
Yeah.
I want to go from LA to San Diego down the California Coast Highway. I've seen loads and loads of film work, and even Lucy and Kaylin, the girls, did a little run down there to a couple of places, and I thought, oh, it looks fantastic.
That sounds good, Derek. That's always presuming you can get back from Sicily in next year in your £300 car.
I'll probably still be pushing it back. But
yeah, don't phone me. I'm not flying out to push you back, mate. That's for sure.
Yeah, but as usual, we're knocking on with this, so we better crack through this list a bit quicker. Come on now.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So really, I think now, if I had a #1 record and I could take over from Simon Cowell, I'm sure I would get a knighthood for that, Derek. So that's another thing that I would like to do before I die. I would like to be knighted.
Well, I'd be delighted if you were. Anyway, right.
Thank you.
I want to be a YouTube star. I'm just so jealous of all these young people. I want to be a YouTube star. On the old farts, and everybody comes along, and we're very clever and funny. I don't know where the hell we're going to get some ideas to make us funny, but whatever. I just want to do it.
Well, maybe there's a scriptwriter out there.
We need one.
Maybe there's a scriptwriter out there, because we do everything we do. By the way, folks, we do not use a script. We do everything off the wrist, off the cuff. Sorry, off the cuff. Nearly said that. He's the bad boy. He does it off the wrist.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it. And I think a couple of other things I really want to do is I'd like to go to the Oscars, but I'd like to be the presenter. I'd like to present the whole thing, the whole show. Not give the awards away, but present the actual show.
Right. I'd like to win the lottery and I'd open up a live music bar in Cannes playing soul music.
Oh, now that would be good. That would be good. Can I have a job?
Yes.
Oh, thank you very much.
I need somebody to sweep up and change all the barrels over. You're quite good at that from running your own bar.
Yeah, I could do that. I could do that. Yeah.
Right.
Provided I can shag the barmaids.
And what is your last one? Come on now. As usual, we're overrunning.
My last one would be to star in The Big Bang Theory.
Because you want to bang Kaylee Kuko.
Oh, not half. I would love to do a little bit of fondling of Kaylee.
I thought, so what, you're going to dump Taylor Swift already? You've only just flipping...
Well, she changes her boyfriends like she changes her underwear, doesn't she? So why can't I do the same thing?
She's not having boyfriends at the moment. These days, she's not having boyfriends at the moment, apparently.
Oh, is that right?
If you believe that, do you want to buy a bridge? Anyway, and my last one is another nice little easy one that could happen as long as I look after myself well. I'd like my 3 granddaughters to club together and take me out for a pint down at the Tartar Frigate in Broadstairs.
Yeah? Well, I think, Derek, the way things are going, in 18 years' time, they'd have to club together to buy you a pint when they become 18, wouldn't they? My goodness, is that it then? So, basically, you're just showing all the day that really all you want to do is get drunk and shag everybody, really, isn't it? And on a boat.
And
play soul music.
And love my granddaughters, who are gorgeous.
And become a YouTube superstar while you're doing it.
Absolutely.
There we go. Right, okay.
They'll be starstruck.
Well, before you get too carried away with all this, I think we ought to bid these folks goodbye.
Yes.
And think about what we're going to do next. I must get that. Have you got that number of Taylor's, by the way? Okay, folks, cheerio. We'll see you next time.
See you. Good night.